Boom. Alright, first of all, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Menashe. It's been a minute since I've made a video, but I'm excited. It's the World Cup. Took a trip, took a break. Now I'm back making videos again. Yeah, my dad's behind me. I'll move to the side so you can see him. He's currently watching the England game. This is England versus Croatia. Yeah, and I'm gonna get into the World Cup so far, how I'm feeling, you know, let you know my opinion and what I think is gonna happen, a few predictions and a few opinions. So let's get into it. Right, so at this point in the World Cup, everyone's pretty much played a game. All right. I suppose I'm gonna start off by talking about, you know, what's recency bias. So France, for me, are strong favorites. All right, I'm not gonna lie, particularly because of the dictator Mbappé. Now, ignore Mbappé at club level, playing for Real Madrid, because yes, he has got ego, but when it comes to France, there's something about that team is different in that team. So I'm expecting them to go all the way, I have to say. So they're my favorites, purely because of him, but not just that. There are players like Barcola who can come off the bench, as you saw. Dembele, Olise, that attack is crazy. Desiree Doué, it's unbelievable. They literally have a player in every position. That Senegal game they played as well was a decent game. So they're my actual favorites for winning the World Cup going forward. But there's other teams in the mix. I think Germany are interesting this year. For the first time in a while, they actually look like they can make the semis, which is a big thing for Germany because, as we've seen ever since they demolished Brazil, they have not looked like that team for a while. But hey, it's just one game, so we'll see how we go. You also have other teams that I'm a big fan of, like Japan. Japan, for me, if you've watched them in the last few tournaments they've played, they've grown so much. Japan look like a solid team. I mean, they had that friendly with England where they beat them. They had this opening game against the Netherlands where they looked solid, man. So I think Japan are a dark horse, so I'm definitely enjoying watching them. You have other teams which I think are supposed to, you know, give their nation hope, but I think ultimately will disappoint them. And categories like that for me are like Brazil, for instance. I don't know. I find them very underwhelming at the end of the day. You know, there's no real star anymore. You've got Neymar, who's, I don't know how old he is now. I'm going to say in his 30s, right? This version of Neymar isn't the Neymar I grew up watching. So I don't think this version can carry like that. You've got Vinny, who has to carry. And the thing is, for everyone who gives Vinny Jr. stick, that first opening game, he did his thing. He got his goal. Where's the same energy for Rafinha? What's going on with that? We've got other nations like, I don't know, Belgium, for instance, when I watch them. Why are they not starting Lukaku? What's up with that? The minute they play Lukaku, he scores. Or basically contributes, makes the goal. So, but Belgium are another team that's going to disappoint. We know this. They've never lived up to expectations, so there's nothing to expect there. Spain, that draw from Cabo Verde. What a game from Cabo Verde. What a game from the keeper. And that's probably the reason why he has, like 10 million followers now. Well deserved. But who would have seen them drawing with Spain out of all teams? But I think Spain's one of those teams that grow throughout the tournament. So I'll still put Spain up there and say they're favourites. So watch out for Spain. So far, Spain, France, Germany, with emphasis on France. But there's loads of teams that I think people are sleeping on in this tournament. Even, well, Senegal I already mentioned to be very good. But you've got other smaller teams. I'm getting on to... Did you hear that? Argentina. But yeah, he's right. Argentina. Now, you see me, I'm not a Messi fan, so I wasn't even going to go there yet. But Messi steps up, does what Messi does, gets a hat-trick. It seems like this guy is an alien. Doesn't matter what age he is, he's still the same guy. He still produces the same results. So, yeah, and I hate to say it because I'm a Ronaldo fan, right? But Messi, It's getting ridiculous now. It's getting ridiculous. At this point, if Argentina can do what they did again, I don't know. Another team I'm going to talk about has to be Portugal now, who for me are also a dark horse. I think we should really expect them to make the semis minimum, but a lot of people aren't talking about them. I think midfield, they've probably got one of the best midfields, if not the best midfield in the tournament. But Cristiano Ronaldo, is he a solution or a problem at his age?
No African team?
I said Senegal already. In terms of African teams, then what would you say?
DRC and Morocco.
Morocco's impressive. I agree. I agree with Morocco. Morocco's opening game against Brazil, actually. That first half, I don't know what player it was, but you all will know. Yeah, Morocco were doing their thing. I think they're definitely a shout. DRC, I haven't watched too much of DRC. But Cabo Verde is the African team I'd put in there as well. Because they did their thing. They did really well. But DRC, I haven't seen. Egypt were very good. Egypt were very good, to be fair. Mo Salah and I forgot his name now. You know who I'm talking about. Seem to be doing decent for Egypt. Yeah, and this England versus Croatia match, it's been a game. It's been a good match. But I haven't mentioned England so far because for me, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm about to say, but I don't see them as favourites, man. I'll be honest. Not for me. For me, England in the underwhelming bracket. I don't think they'll do much. I think they're underachieving as well, to be honest with you. Purely because of the defence. Tuchel's picked what? You're telling me, right, one of the right backs get injured and he picks Trevor Chalobah over Trent, over Lewis Miley? Come on now. No Harry Maguire, and I'm not a huge fan of Harry Maguire, but in the England team, come on. But yeah, defensively, I don't think England are good enough. You've seen Croatia score 2 good goals today as well. So, yeah, and I think more teams are going to do this. There's way better teams out there than Croatia. So I think England, going forward, their attack, yes, they can get goals. Yes, attack-wise and midfield-wise, some of the best in the tournament. But defensively, I think they'll get found out. Oh, what a finish. And they've just scored when I say that. And guess who it is? Getting there, crazy. And it's my boy Marcus Rashford, who should have started today, by the way. Since we're on a roll now, he should have started today. You know? But it's okay. He wanted to start Gordon. Barcelona Gordon, you know? Obviously. 80 million. Crazy. But so yeah, those are just a few of my thoughts, a few of the things I wanted to mention. One thing I'll go into now, Ronaldo. If he can somehow win this World Cup with Portugal, is he better than Messi? Debatable to some people. To some people, it's not even a debate. Messi's always going to be a god, you know. In my opinion, it's tough. Because when I'm seeing Messi put up numbers like this again and again, as a Ronaldo fan, I just have to be humble and be honest and say, yeah, Messi might be the GOAT. But if Ronaldo can do this, fair play. Fair play. I'd have something to, you know, argue with, something to bring to the table. So I hope he does.
England will go...
What? Where have you got them finishing?
They'll go up. They'll go a long way.
Yeah, they're not going to win though, are they? Be honest.
They might. You see, the thing is, it's still the beginning of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
And most of the teams are trying to adjust. There's still a bit of fear. And more like defensive and all this, you know what I'm saying? And getting to adjust. They're adjusting. As soon as they adjust, they get the rhythm. Then you'll see them...
The desire.
Now playing with ambition and knowing exactly what they want to achieve. Because here, they are more like this one is more like a Premier League. This is more like a Premier League.
So you're saying they're going to grow into it? They're growing into it.
Because England and Croatia right now is more like a Premier League every weekly game we watch.
Yeah, I get what you mean. No, it's true. I think that's a good point. I think a lot of even Spain, the Spain game, Spain have started off very slow.
Yeah.
But we all know they're better than that. This game though,
this kick into the World Cup match now, big match.
But then all I'm saying though, you see this team from England.
Yeah.
Overall, as a team, midfield and the attack is good. But the defense, I'm telling you, that defense is not good enough, man.
Right, because you see with the
that defense is not good enough.
The first match, right? All the managers and the players are going to be able to study other teams, their type of play, how they defend, everything. Now they'll be scrutinizing the whole game. So whenever they are playing that opponent, they've already studied each other, somehow. But before there was no that opportunity to study.
There was. I mean,
what kind of play they do.
That's what friendlies are for.
This is it.
That's what the friendlies are for, though. So
but friendlies are quite different from when they actually play World Cup.
And even the qualifiers.
Yeah. I don't see Portugal going anywhere, to be honest.
I think Portugal will go to the semis, minimum.
Nah, I don't see them going anywhere.
I think Portugal will go to this. Come on, man. Don't sleep on Portugal.
I don't see them going anywhere.
Do you know who Portugal have in their team?
Nah,
and I'm not talking about Ronaldo. Forget Ronaldo.
Yeah.
If they take Ronaldo out, they still make it to the semis. This is what you don't understand.
Nah.
In fact, it's arguable if Ronaldo doesn't play, they do better.
No, I don't see them going anywhere.
England
can go because you see the idea with the players right now. Yeah.
Did you hear this?
they picked some young players. You know what I'm saying, and a slight difference from the last World Cup. And they put some new fresh legs there, which makes sense. I'm not a big fan of Harry Maguire. He's a big game player, but sometimes it's not all about defense. It's about playing football. And they are playing football. They're actually playing football here.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
And I'm glad Rashford is back in the squad.
I'm glad too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's got their opinions, but yeah, my opinion, England makes it to the semis max, and they go out. And I think they have a good.
I see DRC is a showstopper.
If they go out quickly, I'm gonna laugh.
I don't think so.
Showstopper.
I see them as a big team stopper.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah.
See, the way you see DRC is the way I see Japan. That's the way I see Japan. Because for me, Japan, I don't know, man. There's something about them.
In Africa, I see DRC and is it Morocco?
Yeah.
The two of them. I can see Cape Verde is just the keeper. Thanks to the keeper, he should be playing for England.
I don't know. I think
in English football, he should be a goalkeeper.
I think
that one they have to buy.
I think the only African teams that I'd worry about are Morocco and Senegal. As a serious one. Senegal had a bad first game, but they'll grow into it, similar to Spain. So for me, I'll just say those two.
Egypt are not going anywhere.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. But
it's just a one-man team at the moment.
But Senegal and Morocco, I think
the outsiders like DRC, Cape Verde, thanks to the goalkeeper. But DRC, when I saw them play, I was like, World Cup.
Yes, America's in the World Cup, and they had a very good opening. I think they won 3-1, 4-1. Now, listen, they're not going to make it far, I agree. But one thing I will say is American football has come a long way. They've improved. I have to give them props. They've actually improved. But Pulisic, I don't know what it is. When he plays for this country, he does something different. Pulisic was amazing.
South Korea. They didn't qualify?
They did. They've been playing and they played well. South Korea did play. That's the team with them.
That's another team, an outsider that is. You just put it as an outsider.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Them guys like Japan, South Korea, they run until the last whistle. They got that tenacity, you know what I'm saying, to carry on and on and on and on.
I just think both of those teams technically are very good. They're very good technically. Yeah. And I think especially Japan, who now have a lot of experience in big games, I think they know what they're doing. All right, so clearly from that discussion, you can see there's not a clear favourite of who's going to win the World Cup. There's many amazing teams there, traditionally speaking. You've still got your Brazils, Germany, Spain, England, France, Portugal, all these kind of teams. And there's not one clear favourite. You know how tournament football goes. Any team can actually win. They can. It can happen. I think there will be some upsets this tournament. I think some big nations will go out early. Similar to Germany did last tournament. And I think this game's going to be big for the summer. It's going to be big for transfers. And I think it's gonna be fun to watch, especially when the knockout games come. When the knockout games come, yeah, that's always the best time. That's when I'll be outside. I don't know what I'll do this year. I've never really done anything like content-wise around football. I just kind of sit with my mates and talk about it. But I think this year I might do something. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. Okay, so this has been some opinions for the World Cup, some predictions. Nothing too crazy. Just a light little, video on the World Cup so far. If you enjoyed, you already know what to do. You know, say more.
Right. It's been good to seeing you. Argentina in final.
Okay then. But yeah, as my dad said, it's been good seeing y'all. See y'all in the next video. It's just good to be making videos again.